Hello everyone, my name is Makari, and this is going to be a blast from the past for you guys, because we're going to be playing Prince of Persia. Can't actually remember what the title of this one was, but either way, this was the final, if I recall, game that came out in the Prince of Persia timeline. You had all those Prince of Persia games all the way back to the NES and all those pixel-based ones from when you were a baby. But I thought to myself, well, why don't we play something a bit older, something that brings back some memories? And thus I decided this, because honestly, what better way to play an Assassin's Creed themed game than playing this, which is basically an Assassin's Creed game. Only, honestly, I think better. I prefer this over Assassin's Creed, if I'm honest. Purely for just the style of it. I mean, look at the front page! It's like a freaking mythical story! Anyway, we're going to get directly into this. I have not played this in, it must be at least 4 years. Because I played this initially when it came out on the PC.
You know what it is that I ask.
If you would have your wish,
Then give me mine.
Now, one thing that stuck out to me a lot with this was it didn't really feel like it stayed with the regular timeline of the other Prince of Persia games. I wasn't entirely sure where it fit in, whether it's before or after the other games, and the actual dude himself... Sorry, he's talking.
Whirling on the breath of the gods, at the mercy of the storm that engulfs it. What is one grain of sand in the desert? One grain amongst the storm.
But yeah, it's like, this guy doesn't look anything like the other princes from the other one. I mean, it's obviously he's the same guy, but he looks nothing like him. But the game looks just so badass. I mean, look at the styling of this. I'm pretty sure there's a HD remake of it, but I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. So we're gonna get straight into this. The introduction is pretty short. It jumps you straight into the game. Oh god. Hi.
Hi.
It's kind of comical as well. Like the other games were a bit more gritty than this. This is very stylistically comical.
Come on.
It's just so badass as well. For the time it came out, the graphics were amazing. And just look at this badness. Oh, so this is bringing back all the goosebumps and nostalgia. And what's good is it's you can use. Oops. Okay, that wasn't I wasn't meant to do that. And I think it's probably wise to say that I don't really remember the controls all too well for this either. But yes, it was initially intended for consoles. This is a PC port of it, which thankfully you're able to use you're able to use controls for. It was also very unique with its combat system, because there wasn't actually much in terms of enemy combat. There were enemies, but they were very, very rare. So when you actually fought an enemy, it was an achievement to kill them. Kind of like how Shadow of the Colossus works. Oh dear. Oh darn. Let's go kick their asses!
There's no need to get nasty. We can talk about this.
Can we?
Okay. So
Can we now?
Not a conversationalist.
Okay, so X. Hiya! And B. I mean, just look at this badness. It's completely different to the other. Hold them out. It was completely different to the other. Oh, what's it called? Prince of Persia games as well. Because the other ones, you start to be quite stealthy and smart with your combat. But this one was very. You get into combat, you're in that battle, and it's like a tug of war sort of. Because you saw the line along the bottom.
I heard you yelling. You and your girlfriend should get out of here.
Girlfriend? Farrah's not my girlfriend. She's my donkey.
You're risking your life for a donkey?
She's a good donkey. That and she's carrying our king's ransom in gold.
Just get out of here. If they don't see you with me, you'll be all right.
It's great how the plot just fell into his hands.
Want to time your advice better next time?
Oh, dang, son. Doing all that without any shoes on and all. Oh, I love this. It's just so cool. Yeah. Up you go. There we go, bad boy. Whee! Hi, Mom. This is basically Assassin's Creed. From the word go. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is where they got these. Like, somebody told me that.
Nothing to do with this.
Somebody told me that the Assassin's Creed games were meant to be a Prince of Persia game, but they were so unique in themselves that they couldn't. They decided to make them their own story. Oh, I forgot. She's got the leap of faith, where she is basically the one that rewinds time.
How did you? Whoa! I've got you.
Aw, how sweet.
We better get out.
Young love.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Right. And you being able to do magic isn't anything to do with why they're trying to kill us.
They're not trying to kill us. They're trying to kill you.
Okay, fine. Keep your secrets. But at least tell me how to escape.
No, I can't leave. I've got to get to the temple.
But yeah, I thought it would be good to have like always have at least one longer Let's Play go with like this sort of storyline. All the rest of my things are going to be.
You really can put me down now.
But baby, I don't wanna.
Release her!
I have lost my donkey, fallen down a cliff, and had a rock dropped on me. I'm not in a good mood.
Release her!
I'm
Yeah, like I said, I kind of want to have at least one longer Let's Play going at all time, like Outlast with the last one I was doing. Oh, it's so badass! So this is gonna be the next one that I'm doing with that. And honestly, I think this is like a really good one to go for as well, because it's just so unique in how it runs. Just look at this combat system; it's so unique as well. And that's the funny thing: you don't always kill the other guys either. Sometimes they run away.
Where's that temple?
But yeah, like I was saying, this is like this was like Assassin's Creed was supposed to be a Prince of Persia game, but obviously it worked so well they decided to make it its own kind of game, and like from there onwards it sort of became the new Prince of Persia, so to speak. But just look at this, it's just freaking awesome. Wall jumping, acrobatics, and this combat is just so satisfying. I'm gushing all over this right now just for the sheer sake of nostalgia right now. Ooh, hey, yeah. Oh, and for some reason you throw these guys back into the fight for some reason. No idea why. And you can see that, but you see that bar on the ground. That's basically how the fight is going. Like, obviously, the more you deplete it, the more it's going in your favor. Or rather, the further it goes to that side, the more it's in your favor.
What princess? You're a princess?
I don't really mind the fact that it's so different to the other ones. I think that's what gave it its uniqueness, because this was honestly one of the great Prince of Persia, just because it was so unique. I mean, it has its flaws, and I'm pretty sure we'll see them as we go. Oh god. Hadouken!
Elika! It is finished!
I mean, a lot of this does feel very Assassin's Creed as well. Or does Assassin's Creed feel Prince of Persia? Mmm.
This guy doesn't give up. I hope you're good with heights.
Whee! Look at me go, Ma! I love the claw. So badass!
The temple's there, under the tree.
You guys worship a tree?
Yes. They are secretly fans of the Deku Palace and the Deku Scrubs. Oh, just look how pretty this game is. I love atmospheric and landscape kind of games like this where everything just feels so large and gritty and big, and Look at this shit. I mean, it's old and the graphics are kind of a little bit dated, but to be fair, for the time it came out, it's aged really well. I mean, the art style behind this is just beautiful. Kind of looks like snow, doesn't it? Anyway, enough gushing over the background. Get up and try and do some stuff. So this first episode is probably going to be a bit longer than the others, but these are as with all the like longer Let's Plays that I do, it'll probably be 20-minute episodes or thereabouts.
Gold in there?
I can't see anyone following. We should hurry.
Go, 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 go. Whee! Oh, come on, that wasn't any of the drop. Gee, thanks. Obviously, being somewhat of an older game, it has its moments where it shows its age. But I don't even care.
Why is this place so secure?
It's the prison that holds Araman.
Araman? Oh, that... Araman? The big bad god of darkness?
Where this one may not have had the same gameplay as the others, it more than made up for it. Like Prince of Persia games and subsequently in Assassin's Creed as well. They are amazing storytellers, which is why they did so well, I'd imagine. Now where are we going from here? Well, there are things up there, so we probably need to start from the bottom and work up. Gosh, I can't even remember now. That, maybe? Nope. That most certainly is not it. And obviously, as with... Prince of Persia is definitely a lot more puzzle game based. So there are going to be like situations where we have to find the correct method of getting to a certain area before we can continue.
Now you should go.
You want me to go? Just like...
Elika!
Get back. I've got this.
Boss time. Busy.
Cannot lose you again.
I'm busy.
No, I beg of you.
Father?
Others, protect us!
Combat. Yeah. Bush, bush, bush. Oh yes, and this game is also Lord of the QuickTime events. This is about the time where QuickTime events were becoming a massive thing in gaming as well. And they still kind of are, depressingly, but... basically, most of the combat in this revolves around hitting the buttons at the right time, I guess. Hadouken! This guy's got a really freaking hard forehead. Oh, nope. And obviously Elika just stays in the background doing completely bugger all. Grrrr! So angry, much...
Father, no!
Such angry, much hatred. Very sword. Very release. Aramid. Dot. Yeah. Suddenly...
Father!
Let's get out of
Father,
here.
no!
Come on!
You know, I don't quite understand how the logic for that works.
We need a better plan.
I'm losing this battle. I know, I'll release Aramad.
That was a better plan.
Yeah, because that's a really logical. Oh yes, and this is where it gets slightly interesting because these shadow dudes are you have to wear them down with Elika's attacks and then take them out yourself because they're not quite so. They don't quite get damaged as much by regular attacks. Ah, I'm doing so poopy. Push, push, push. And let me stab him. And that's how you get rid of a shadow monster. Like a
We
badass.
have to get out of here.
You think?
Go! Go!
Oh god, that's the thing as well, the shadow corruption. It literally reaches for you, which is awesome. And obviously, we've not seen the last of the father. Okay, and this is how the sort of combat works from now on. Like, you just you see the enemy miles off, and there are very few of them. And it's nice of him to throw us back onto the ridge rather than letting us fall to our death. You know, how useful of him. I think I died. Yeah, if you ever fail to the point where it goes to the complete opposite end, the entire combat resets. Yeah, there you go. It's gonna... No, maybe it doesn't. Maybe that's only after you get out the starting area. Can't quite remember how this all works in the end. Such satisfying combat. Yeah, buddy! Oh, come on. The thing is, trying to remind yourself how to play this game after so long of not playing it is kind of difficult sometimes. That's how you do it. And then you get Elsa, the girl, to finish her off. You got to try and time your attacks with it as well. There you go. So that was probably the example of how not to do this combat. I'm sorry. Alright, round again. There we go. And then we open the door and run like a buggery. Oh god. That's not how you jump. And obviously, there are a few teething issues with this game. They're like, a lot of the issue comes from it being a port. Like, even with having a controller, there are definitely some porting issues. But even with that, it is still a beautiful game. Like, I had so much fun with this when I played it before. And now the world's gone to buggery. 'Cause reasons.
I am your end. You shall watch the ending of the light.
Any more of your relatives gonna try and kill us? Or is it just your father who wants to end the world?
Do you think I wanted any of this?
Well, what do we do now? Presuming the great god of darkness doesn't just squish us flat.
He can't have escaped yet. Not fully. The temple must still have the power to contain him. Something's happened to the fertile grounds. If we can get to them, we might be able to stop Ahriman escaping.
The fertile what?
And you just happen to be the
This
only
land
person
will
who can
keep
stop them.
Ahriman here. These areas feed the temple with life energy. The temple feeds the tree. We have to stop him.
We have to get out of here.
Fine, run. But you're not going to get very far.
Oh, I was on my way home. I had more gold than you could... I'd have had wine, women, I'd have had carpets this thick. Now I'm stuck with an angry god and a crazy woman. All right. Which one of these things do we need to do whatever to?
Mwah. He never has any luck in these games. One game he ends up with chains in his arm, and now he ends up with no gold, no donkey, and no carpets this thick.
We can't reach them anyway. We'll have to get to these four. Then we can see what's happening.
If I ever find that donkey. this thing? This thing!
You could say he's a bit of a rug muncher. Sorry, that was terrible. Right. Oh god, tutorials. It's pretty cool. Like this game, this game is so. When you're in open areas like this, it feels so large and open. But when you get into the nitty gritty of it, you just feel like you have to be in that area to get everything done. And it's good as well because you're not always left. Like there are always multiple areas you can go at any time during in the game. Like as we are at the moment, we could go to one of 4 locations. It doesn't really matter which. So there's a lot of choice in this game as to how you approach things. So I'm gonna go this way. So it's good because it's like you'll never be lost, so to say. Oh, and she's having a headache.
You know what it is that I ask.
Is it? Do I? Oh yes, there are also rather interesting bosses in this as well, to be said.
Can this day get any worse?
They're the corrupted, Ahriman's chosen few. They ruled here 1,000 years ago.
That thing we saw, the darkness, that was...
I do get the feeling though this storyline is a bit forced here with the narration. Plot through narration. Oh yes, of course, now we need to jump. Alley-oop! And somehow she manages to still get over here. I'm pretty sure Newton's law of... Was it Newton's? Or Isaac Newton's laws of... No. Einstein's law of physics. For every action there is an opposite reaction. Alright, so I'll show you what happens when you jump up into this. You can't. It blocks you. Oops. Okay. So, obviously with every Prince of Persia game you have to be able to be very sensible with your movements. There are some areas, and as everyone knows who's played a Prince of Persia game or a Assassin's Creed game, you will always end up hitting that one ledge that you don't want to, or rebounding when you don't want to, so it's an inevitability really. Where are we going? Oh, we are going this way. I thought as much. Alley-oop. And up. And up. Up, up and away! There's just something about these sorts of, like, acrobatic, parkour-y style games that are just so satisfying. Like, 'cause you know you can't do that sort of shit in real life, so just doing it in this game is so satisfying. Really want that touching me. No, 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 what are you doing, you fool? Oh, for goodness sake. That's exactly what I mean. All it takes is 5 seconds and then you're dead. Or rather, it takes one wrong button and you're dead. Then we jump. And then we jump. And then we jump. See what I mean? You can see how Assassin's Creed was inspired a lot by this. Only... Oh, what are you doing, you fool? No. I get the feeling this is going to happen a lot in this game, but thankfully it's not massively. It's not massively bad if you do F up because you have her there in order to save you. So you can make mistakes and obviously not have much consequence for it. I can't remember if there's actually a way you can physically die in this game. Like, she is usually there to save you, which does kind of ruin some of the immersion, but everything else in the game more than makes up for that. I kind of like the continuation rather than having to die and then have a loading screen. Like, there's a feasible reason why you're not dying, because she's like here saving your ass 90% of the time. And we go up here. Oh no, wait, hang on. Poop. Even if it is nonsensical BS as to how she's saving you, but you know. And oh yeah, that's why she climbs on your back rather than climbing herself. Because, you know, logic. Oops, it is. Don't want to do that. Right. I think we'll clear this first area and then that'll probably be a good a time as any to finish the first episode. Because I'm pretty sure the first fertile ground is at the top of this place. Alley-oop. Like, this is... It kind of shows as well that like, this is a very... It shows how this is an old game, because the controls and the way some of the stylings of how you play, it is very reminiscent that would be something you'd see in a game from this time period. There are like controls that wouldn't really make sense in most games these days. Like, most games these days would have some kind of... mechanism that would stop you from leaping off at the top if you forgot to take your finger off the A button. And this is what happens obviously when you go in here, you get rescued. So that's why you don't want to jump in the Tari shit. Tari shit is bad, yeah. Right, and then we need... Oops, what are you doing? And then you can do roof runs. You can do roof runs. Physics, not even once. Laws of gravity, not even once. Up we go, and jump, and then no, poopy, poop. That's exactly what I didn't want to do. Okay, so you can't hold on to that, can you? What a stoop. You know, considering she's magic, you could just say it would be easy just to teleport to the top. And here are the first fertile grounds. Hello there. You look friendly.
We'll be fine.
That's an interesting weapon you got there. I'm gonna kick your butt. Ow. Alley-oop. Alley-oop. And back.
Go.
Shadouken. And parry, and dodge, and hit, and parry, hit, and then we get the girl, and hit. And if you, when you get into the swing of the combat in this, it is so awesome just to go back and forwards like this. And then just push, and then like the amount of combos in this game is unreal as well. Like there are so many combos. Like you can have a string of like 20 attacks going in at a time if you keep them going correctly. Like that was 6 attacks, and I'm pretty sure I've seen it before where I've had like, it has to have been about 18 attacks going at once back when I played this originally. I can't quite remember either that you have the ability to... I can't remember if you have the ability to like get more attacks as you go. I know in previous games you get upgrades and all that, but I'm pretty sure this game was more intent on making you experience the game rather than focusing on your gear or all that sort of shenaniganry.
Let me.
Hiya! Hadouken! And then we go in for the attack like Hadouken! Ow. Poop. And now oh yeah, of course. The bosses.
What now?
I'm not sure.
The bosses don't really die until like later on, so they're more of a stepping stone, and they get harder with each one you unlock. Press Y to release thy rage. Oh yeah, quick time event. And that's how you make a woman climax. I mean, what? Suddenly, I'm pretty sure this is a metaphor for having children or something. Step into the light and I shall give birth to all life in creation.
Whoa. What was that? How did you... Hey.
I'm alright. It's nothing.
It looks like it.
The fertile ground is pure now. It will stop Ahriman using its energy.
So he's trapped.
No. We must heal the other fertile grounds.
Yeah, you're in fine shape for that.
The light seed. Take me to a light seed.
Oh yes, that's right. That's the form of upgrade in this game.
Thank you.
You need these things?
I felt I did. I didn't know what to do when we reached here, but I knew Ormaz would show me the way.
Yeah? Let's hope he keeps having bright ideas. Let's pick up some more of these light things.
Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. If you've liked it, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you want to see more, then that'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure you check out the link to my Twitch down below. I do daily gaming streams for your entertainment. Make sure you leave a follow, and I'll see you on the next episode, guys. Ta-ra. Being multiplayer easier is when you... Because obviously being one player, you only have a certain amount of items that will buff you, but having 3 people, the amount of items you have will start benefiting.